Hey displayers, welcome back to Display Trivia. It is time for the most important part of the game. We find out how much we're playing for. Now, you might argue the most important part of the game is actually winning, but I, for one, am here for the spin, so let's do it. Let's find out how much we're playing for tonight. $1,000. Free money, baby. All right, so here's how it's going to work. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, there will be 10 questions that you have to answer. If you get them all right, you win a piece of that $1,000 prize. We'll see you in a sec.
Welcome to Display Tips. Let's get introduced to Profile. Tap the profile on bottom right of screen. Here, you can personalize your display experience. Tap the pencil icon to edit your profile picture, cover photo, basic user info including contact, and link to your other social media accounts. Select your preferred language, identify top friends and family members. You can also create and manage your communities here. Watch for more tips on Display TV.
Hey, displayers, it is trivia time. All right, so if you were here yesterday, you know that I dedicated the game to my brother Steve for his birthday, and today I want to dedicate it to an even more important person, my boss. No, this has nothing to do with the fact that it's National Boss Day, or the fact that my boss said, hey Sarah, remember today is National Boss Day, or the fact that my boss literally determines if I have a job or not. This has everything to do with the fact that my boss is the best boss in the entire world, and I love them and I respect them, and I just can't believe how lucky I am to have them in my life, period. So, Chaz, Danielle, John, can we just re-air this with each name separately so that each of my bosses think that I was talking to them? Great. Cheers to you. You are incredible. You complete me. I would die for you. I would actually jump in front of a bullet for you. Oh, that's too far. Just cut that last part. Honestly, Display Bees, you can apply to all of that too. Yes, you are incredible. You complete me. And that is where we stop. Great. Also great, the $1,000 that I'm giving out tonight. You got to answer 10 questions correctly to get it. Once you tap, there is no going back. If you miss one, you are no longer eligible for the cash prize, but you can keep playing along for fun. You can keep the trivia numbers up and make my bosses very happy people in honor of their special day. Capiche? One more announcement before we get the whole thing started. This weekend, Display and Break Free Worldwide presents the Global Breaking Championship Survival 2021. 2 days of B-boys and B-girls streaming right here on Display. If you like dancing, if you like break dancing, tune into the Display TV and watch them. More details on the Display TV page. They're going to be competing for $13,500 in cash prizes. And speaking of cash prizes, in order to redeem yours from trivia, you must have a complete profile on Display and be posting your original content. So make sure you set that up and make sure you're posting. All right, let's do this. Let's trivia. Question 1. Upon winning a round of bingo, it is customary to shout out what word? Bingo for timber. Upon winning a round of bingo, it is customary to shout out what word? Bingo for timber. Any game that involves shouting is automatically more fun. Games that involve being super quiet? Dude, those aren't games, those are torture. Heads up, 7-Up? More like, heads up, this isn't a game, just an excuse for your teacher to turn the lights off and take a quick power nap. And the quiet game? Don't even get me started. The name in and of itself is an oxymoron. But this game? Not this one. Bingo! Bingo! It's a bit narcissistic making you shout its name out at the end, no? Don't worry, in Display Trivia, you can be as loud as you want and you don't have to scream out the name, but do make sure you post. Question 2. The brand known as the Quicker Picker Upper manufactures what household good? Plastic bags, paper towels, bedding sets. The brand known as the Quicker Picker Upper manufactures what household good? Plastic bags, paper towels, bedding sets. The Quicker Picker Upper. That would also be a good brand slogan for a ton of other products, household or otherwise. 5-hour energy, disposable doggy poop bags. All of those would work, I'm just saying. But the quilted Quicker Picker Upper, that is the product that we're asking about here. Not a regular picker upper, a quilted picker upper. More surface area, so it's gotta be good. And who is the best at making quilts? Grandmas. And grandmas? Objectively, the most awesome of all extended family members. They can out cookies for Pete's sake. Bounty is the Quicker Picker Upper, and it's swooping in to give you a hand with all those pesky spills. If you know the right answers, make sure to spill in the next few questions. Question 3. The February holiday on which it is customary to give and receive tokens of love is named for what Roman Catholic saint? St. Patrick, St. Nicholas, St. Valentine. The February holiday in which it's customary to give and receive tokens of love is named for what Roman Catholic saint? St. Patrick, St. Nicholas, St. Valentine. This holiday, it gets so overhyped. Probably more overhyped than any other holiday. You're damned if you do, damned if you don't. If you're single, you spend the holiday sad that you're not in a relationship, and if you're in a relationship, the day never lives up to its expectations. You told your partner you wanted a quiet night in, but you wanted dinner, damn it, and they should have read your mind enough to know that. But hey, on the bright side, as it stands, this day is an excuse to binge on chocolate and rom-coms, and who doesn't love that? If you say you don't, I'm calling BS. Whether you love it or you hate it, we've got St. Valentine to blame or thank for this day of love. I'm kind of dressed like St. Valentine. Question 4. The animal widely considered the largest on Earth calls what environment home? Rainforest, open ocean, tundra. The animal widely considered the largest on Earth calls what environment home? Rainforest, open ocean, tundra. I mean, weird flags, but okay, I guess. Biggest animal on Earth? Sure, it's a claim to fame, but is that the hill you want to die on, buddy? What's that? You don't even live on a hill? Oh, sure. Yeah, if I had read the answers more thoroughly, I would have seen that. Right. I guess it's impressive, being the biggest animal on Earth. So you ate your fruits and veggies. Oh, you didn't eat your fruits and veggies? You ate krill. What's a krill even? A tiny shrimp-like animal? And you got that jacked? Hey, blue whale, check you out. I mean, I know I threw shade, but at over 100 feet long and weighing in at over 100 tons, you deserve the bragging rights. Keep up the good work, and there will be bragging rights for you too. Question 5. Champagne Poppy is a nickname and social media handle for a hip-hop artist who starred in what show? Degrassi, The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Law & Order, SVU. Champagne Poppy is a nickname and social media handle for a hip-hop artist who starred in what show? Degrassi, The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Law & Order, SVU. Okay, but it's only Champagne Poppy if it comes from the Champagne region of the internet. I mean, everything else is just sparkling poppy. Pick these up, because I just fancy dunked on all of you. Ha! Champagne Poppy is a pretty good nickname. Kind of makes me want to revamp my online persona. How do you all feel about Prosecco Auntie or like Water with Lemon Sister-in-Law? Oh no, I found mine. Americano Mama! Splash of milk, please. And look at all of you making a splash in this game. Is it time to pop bottles yet? The artist is Drake, and he got a big break on Canadian teen drama Degrassi. Question 6. What clothing item worn by Chris Evans in Knives Out went viral? Tweed blazer, cable knit sweater, suspenders. What clothing item worn by Chris Evans in Knives Out went viral? Tweed blazer, cable knit sweater, suspenders. If you saw this movie, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Jamie Lee Curtis had some nice pantsuits in this, redundant, but nothing even remotely rivaled this garment worn by Chris Evans. And this is a man that we've all seen dressed as a superhero in a very form-fitting costume. So truly, not all heroes wear capes. Some wear New England chic, cream-colored cable knit sweaters and stare intently at Ana de Armas from across diner booths, and then the internet just loses its mind. But hey, you know, that's just how it goes. Question 7. Which of the following beer brand's logos does not include a musical instrument? Modelo, Stella Artois, Guinness. Which of the following beer brands' logos does not include a musical instrument? Modelo, Stella Artois, Guinness. Are you getting all these questions right today? Well, let me tell you, that is music to my ears. La 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 la. Ooh, that was terrible. Music to my beers. In dog beers, I've only had one. Don't judge my singing. Have someone hold your beer, just set it down on a coaster because you need all your hands free right now, okay? But before you set it down, just peep the label. Are there any clues on that? Beer drinkers might actually be worse at this question than non-drinkers, because if you've noticed anything about people who have had a lot of beers, they kind of stop noticing stuff. Then I'm sure you've noticed the heart on a Guinness and maybe the less obvious horn on a Stella Artois. Modelo's logo uses lions. Very loud, but I'm not sure about their pitch. Kind of like my pitch earlier. Question 8. All of the following nations were at one point colonized by the southernmost Scandinavian country except Iceland, Finland, Greenland. Except which one of these? Iceland, Finland, or Greenland? Scandinavians these days are mostly down for their design aesthetic, but back in the day, they weren't super concerned with aesthetics. No. Way more concerned with conquering and pillaging. Unless, of course, you count those shiny gold helmets with horns on either side. That is a trend I wouldn't mind seeing on a runway anytime soon. And it's actually a depiction of Vikings that lacks real historical evidence. Still though, not a bad look. Nope, I hear horns will be huge this spring. The country here is Denmark, and the only country here that they never occupied? Finland. Question 9. The architect who co-designed the Bilbao location of the Guggenheim also designed what other notable work? Falling Water, Dancing House, Bird's Nest. Also designed what other notable work? Falling Water, Dancing House, Bird's Nest. This came as a huge shock to me when I found out there were multiple Guggenheims. Like, how many Guggenheims do we need? Surely one Guggenheim would suffice. But then again, is there not a Hard Rock Cafe in almost every major city on Earth? And is that a museum or a restaurant? Think about it. I'm sure I'd be behind more Guggenheims if I knew that they too were serving overpriced casual American cuisine. What? Looking at art makes me hungry. All right, so, everything makes me hungry. What's your point? Frank Gehry is the mastermind behind the Spanish wing of the Guggenheim as well as the Dancing House in Prague. It's time for the final question. Question 10. Acromegaly is a bodily condition that creates an imbalance of a human hormone produced primarily by what gland? Kidneys, ovaries, pituitary. Acromegaly is a bodily condition that creates an imbalance of a human hormone produced primarily by what gland? Kidneys, ovaries, pituitary. This condition can affect multiple regions and glands in the human body, but we want to know in what gland the hormone that affects the imbalance originates. I'll be honest. Glands is not my favorite word. Kind of up there for me with chunks and moist. Ooh, but I won't hate on glands because you know what? They're super important. They make all your hormones, which you might associate with moodiness at certain times during the month. Not gonna name any names, but hormones do way more than that, right? They're pretty much responsible for every process performed by the body. And an excess of growth hormone, yeah, just like it sounds, produced by the pituitary gland can lead to a whole slew of symptoms in the condition known as acromegaly. You got it! Congratulations to all of our winners. Not that you need my advice. You're gonna do just fine on your own. You are doing just fine on your own. But being that it's National Boss Day, pro tip, take a puppy into your year-end performance review. Or literally, like, anytime your boss calls you in for a meeting, bring a puppy, right? They'll smile. You'll have an emotional support animal. It's a win-win for all. Honestly, we should just have puppies with us at all times. Could somebody get me a puppy? All right, I might need the weekend to adopt a dog. Apparently, they don't just appear out of thin air. But let's all take the weekend to find puppies. Let's compliment our bosses. Let's set up our completed display profiles and make sure we're posting. And I'll see you back here for more trivia on Monday. Steady up. I'll see you then. Good night.